Hey there, Crochet Nation. It's your girl Tracy here, and I'm bringing you a little quick tutorial today on how to make scrubbies for your bath or your dishes, whatever you like. These are really quick to work up on our 22 needle knitting machine. I have just a little mock Centro one that I got off of Amazon, and I have been making these like crazy, and I love them. They sell wonderfully at craft fairs. Quick and easy to make. They make great little fillers for baskets. Easter is coming faster than we think. So I got the Scrubology yarn from Hobby Lobby, a couple of skeins, lovely 30% off. So that was kind of helpful. And I got about 8 of these scrubbies out of each skein of yarn. So I thought that was really pretty good, kind of a good bang for your buck, as it were. So what we're going to need today for this tutorial, let's get started. You're going to need your 22 needle knitting machine. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a crochet hook, and a sewing needle. I'm just using the ones that came with my machine, no big. So let's go ahead and get going and get this party started. So I like to make sure that my beginning needle, which is my black needle right here, is just a little bit past the white catcher for the yarn. And I'm going to take about 6 inches worth of the yarn, the scrubby yarn, and drop it down in the middle and hook it onto my black hook. Drop it. Now I'm going to go behind the next needle and in front of the next one. And in behind and in front. Behind and in front, all the way around. In front, behind, in front. This stuff is really slippery. It takes a little getting used to, so be gentle with yourself. If you make a mistake, just take it out. Keep on trucking. Keep on going. Don't give up. The end results will be worth the effort. If you're a novice to using the 22, I will say this is a little harder to go ahead and cast on because, like I said, it is a little bit intrusive right here with the hook and the little yarn holder there. But once you're used to it, it's fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and re-hook it back onto my black hook like that. And I don't count this particular row as row number 1. I go from here. And now we're going to push that down. And see these little feathery things on here, the little scrubbies? It presents its own little problem because it will pop out of the yarn holder. So you've got to really make sure that it's down in there good and nice and tight. And we're ready to go. So now this is round 1. Pay no attention to your first round. I don't count that at all. And we're going to do 30 rounds. Now this first row, you're going to want to take it nice and slowly. Make sure that your yarn is catching on every single needle all the way around. Okay, so now we've done row 1. Now we can go a little quicker and get going. Nice and smooth. Okay. And 10. So this is only 30 rows, so it's going to work up really fast. Notice that I'm holding this tight closed and making sure that I don't go so fast that the yarn slips off the needles. You will have tuck stitches really easily with this, so gotta be careful. So let's keep going. 11. 12. 29 and 30, and I'm going to finish one last row just to make it 31, and I'm going to stop right there, take my scissors. Now I'm going to go about another 8 inches, give it a quick clip, and grab my sewing needle. You notice that I leave the yarn in the needle threader. That way it does not pop off your stitches, because we're going to actually cast off. We did not use waste yarn with this. Don't really need to, so I don't care for using waste yarn on this kind of a project, so I don't. So let's go ahead and thread that. Push it through, give me a couple of inches there. Now I'm going to take it out of my threader, and I like to hold it back nice and tight so it doesn't come loose, and bring it around just to about 2 needle stitches right before it starts to pop off, because if I were to keep going it would fall off into the middle, which is not what we want. So a little pro tip that I have for you: you're going to go ahead and pop this first stitch off, going to slide it through. Now I take my left finger and put it on the next needle when I pull it, because if you don't, you run the risk of this stitch popping off. And that's a common complaint I've seen on the knitting boards, is that when they pull like this stitch pops off. So I'll do about 5 of these. And one more. And gather it nice and tight. Bring it around to about there, and now we can take off multiple stitches at a time. Once you get those first few off, then it's pretty easy. And I still like to have that finger on there, and we'll keep working around, casting off as we go. And here we are. Can push those down, pull it a little tight. Now you notice I'm not pulling super tight, because we're actually going to turn this inside out, because this is going to be a double-sided scrubby, and it acts almost like the beanie. When you make it double brimmed, you're going to cinch both ends, and now we can take it off the machine. I'm going to take this out of the way here. Now something else that you notice, see that great big loop right there? I pull my needle off because I don't need it, and I actually take that stitch off, because this is going to tighten up on its own. You're going to cinch it tight, and notice it cinches up nice and neat. Now I'm going to reach through, give myself just enough room for 2 fingers to grab my tail and pull it through. Now you can cinch nice and super tight, and you're ready to go. Now's where you need your crochet hook. You're going to reach through the middle, snag that tail, and pull it through the middle. Now you're going to take your other end, and you're going to kind of just hold that, and you're going to cinch this tight. Now you've got your 2 tails, and you're going to tie them. 1, 2, and 3. So now you can go ahead and shape your scrubby. And we're going to get rid of these tails by simply taking our crochet hook, weaving them in and through into the middle. And taking our scissors, trim it about 1/2 inch up, and you are good to go. You can stretch it. And there we have it, a 5-minute scrubby on your 22 needle machine. My baby Jeannie is begging to come in, so I'm going to go let her in, and I'll say goodbye for today. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy at One Crochet Nation, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.